Hello and welcome to Bay of Fundy Fortunes. My name is Natalie. I'm an empath, intuitive card reader, and a visionary as well. I'm here today to do the weekly reading for the sign of Leo the Lion for the week of May 8th through to the 15th, 2017. I have my candle from Intuitive Candles burning, intuitivecandles.com. It is Acadia maple syrup, and it smells like pancakes on this Sunday morning in my house. And when the wax melts down, these are 100% soy-based candles, so they're not harmful to the health. When the wax melts down, you get a beautiful stone, gem, minerals like these that are a gift, and they're absolutely fantastic. They're absolutely stunning. They're beautiful. I'm in love with every one of them. They all serve a different purpose. They're incredible. I have a collection of them. Anyway, we've got the smudges on. Oh, sorry. I know that's loud over camera with the high def sound. For those of you that can't hear me, I'm sure you heard that. Okay, so we'll get our smudge up. Anybody new to smudging? A lot of you are, I guess, because I get messages and comments about the smudges. A lot of you, well, nobody's complained about it so far. This is an indigenous custom practiced by the peoples of indigenous peoples of North America. For thousands of years, it's highly sacred and traditional and used in all ceremonies for them. I borrow this tradition and this sacred belief and practice from them with all the respect in the world because I believe in it. And boy, oh boy, what it does is it cleans out your energies and recharges and refreshes everything and makes it new again. It takes out all the stale stuff that we collect and rides along the shadows of our life and our being every day. And it also cleans out 95% of the airborne bacteria in your home, which is scientifically proven. So before we start each reading, this is what we do. We put a smudge up, and we're in gratitude, and we say thank you to Mother Nature, to the spirit guides, to the masters of the universe, and the masters of the natural world order for these gifts that we're about to receive. And this is just like a little campfire in my hand. We're burning cedar, and we're burning sage, and we're burning sweetgrass, and Grandpa's beard, and a little smudge of tobacco. Tobacco is a highly sacred gift to give up to the Creator and Mother Nature. This is what's left of my sweetgrass braid that came all the way from Rhode Island, from my friend Heidi. So I smudge myself. I give up thanks and gratitude for the gifts of the smudge. Smudge the cards as well, and ask for a good reading for the sign of Leo. And this is for you guys. Here you go, Leos. All right, there we go. I'm going to set that off to the side. Okay. So, let's get into dealing up the cards. Ask my spirit guides to please step forth and be present for this reading as well. All right, there we go. For those of you new to YouTube tarot community, general readings are free because thousands of people watch these videos. It can't possibly apply to everybody at 100%. If you find you want to have a personal private reading, offer the service, information for that's found down below in the description and in the more area. You just grab my email from there. I use that for everything as well. Very first card on your Monday. Two of Swords, you're at a crossroads. Leo. Number 2. On your Tuesday, Angel of the Ocean, and she's all about healing. Card number 3 on your Wednesday. Really, again, back-to-back readings, the Magician. All about manifestation. Thursday. Oh, 9 of Swords, all about anxiety. Your Friday. I don't like this guy. Page of Swords, he represents gossip. I usually don't like him. Maybe he'll apply a little differently today. 6 of Pentacles is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. This is your Saturday. All about generosity. And your Sunday, your last card in the reading. Queen of Swords, resilience. All right. You guys can excuse me for 1 minute. I do have my Bluetooth playing music, and it's just a bit. There we go. That's better. Gotta love technology, eh? Remotes. Okay. 1 moment. Cold coffee. Very first card on your Monday. 2 of Swords. At a crossroads. Decision has to be made here. If you look at the swords, they look pretty evenly spaced, both pointing down. They're locked in conflict and both have equal power. And a decision has to be made by you on this Monday, and it's not an easy one. You're at a crossroads. There's a lot of tension and indecision and feelings of being locked in conflict. The power is shown here to be equal, as I said. No side's going to win here. This may or may not be your fault, but your perspective is blocked right now. But it could be because there's an obvious clue that you're missing. There is an answer to this dilemma, but you're not picking up on it. You're not seeing it because you're too close to the situation. You need to step back and pull back a little bit. Look at the problem objectively from the outside looking in, like it's somebody else that has to make this decision. If you can mentally do that, remove yourself. You'll come to the answer that's needed. Advice of the card is make sure if you haven't found the answer to look again. Take a fresher approach and find something, because any action or any decision is better than doing nothing at all in this case. You need to do something one way or the other. Your keywords are doubt and uncertainty, caught in a stalemate, indecision, stuck, disconnection, and blocks. The Angel of the Ocean is your Tuesday. She's all about healing. And she's also the negotiator. She's a manager. Sometimes she's a parent that when you're done. 11 bells. I don't mind the big tall guy standing in the corner. He's a floor one. A floor clock. Floor grandfather. He's quite tall. That one's the big boy, though, that makes the big tone. He's on the wall. You may need to, as a parent, smooth over some situations in order to keep the peace at home. There's a little bit of animosity, sibling animosity going on. You may need the patience of a saint or an angel in this case, and you can call on her. She's here to tell you to look to your guides to show you lessons learned from the past, to remind you, gentle reminders, remember this, remember that, especially when it comes to children. Do you remember this back in the day? Yeah, does that help you to relate to what your situation is with your children now? Don't be overwhelmed at this time. For the rest of you, remember this is general reading. Don't be overwhelmed by others' emotions or complaints right now, because people could be people coming, you're sitting there having a nice quiet cup of tea, all of a sudden someone's in your face screaming, oh my God, Don't get overwhelmed. Just try to stay calm in the face of all this uproar and this upheaval. That's not yours. People bringing it right to your door kind of thing in your face. For some of you right now, on this day as well, you're going to be looking at past traumas and how far you've come in the healing department. That you're a little surprised when you stop and you reflect. In retrospect, you go back and you go, look where I'm at now. I didn't even think I was going to make it this far. And I have. So be very, very grateful for being where you are on this day. This healing from this card and this energy is also going to bring you more balance to your mind, to your body, to your soul, overall. For financially, finances right now may need a little bit more attention on this day for some of you. But know that the guides and the angels are protecting you at this demanding time, because it's going to be a demanding day all the way around, pretty much. When you get home, you can close your doors and windows and pull the drapes and kind of block out the world. But while you're out there, all part of society, and you're going to feel like it's been an overwhelming day for you on this Tuesday. The advice is to make sure and to try to work your magic now to reconcile opposites. Be patient, be compassionate, and you will get things done. Be logical. Slow and steady wins the race kind of thing. Your keywords are balance and reconciliation, patience, compassion, finances, and angels. Your third card, which is your magician, and it's all about manifestation. And he always asks you, Leo, what can you make happen? And you got to look at yourself and see what it is that you want. Some of you have to lay down the plans, and you have to look at the bigger picture and say, this is what I want right now, and this is where I want it to go. And this is what I'm going to need. And he's telling you right now, where the energies are lying with you, you have all the tools of the trade at your disposal. The cups are your hearts. So emotionally wise, you have the tools to deal with that right now. Your golden rods, your staves, your wands, they're all about practical things. Your job, your bank account, your home, your car, your furniture, your, travel, vacations. These are all practical things. And the swords are here to cut through any confusion, to clear the air. They're not a cut and dry tool either, as far as that goes, no pun intended. Then you have your deniers, your coins, or pentacles, and these represent the financial aspects of your life, all the tools of the trade. Anywhere for any of these departments, any of these areas in your life where you're having some kind of where your attention's being brought to, whether it's good, bad, or not. The tools are here for you to deal with things the way they should be dealt with. Things are going to be a little bit easier because this energy is ruling right now, and this is on your Wednesday. Now's the time to take action to get some things done. Conditions are perfect for that right now. Yeah, and the flow of life as well is speeding up right now. Blocks are being removed on this day. Communications are flowing very, very clearly, very smoothly, very easily, without any effort from you at all. You're feeling as if fate has come into play, and everything that's supposed to happen today happens the way that it should. You're going to be feeling that very strongly. You're going to be spending a lot of time talking and texting, presenting ideas, and you now have support for all the efforts that you're putting in there. The support is there for you as well. Advice is now is the time to take action, and you're going to find the success that you're working towards. And these are the things that are forefront in your life right at this moment, where your focus has been thrown and buried. That's what this applies to. New enterprises, money, communications, creativity, travel again, and support. On your Thursdays, the Nine of Swords, it's a card of anxiety, it's a card of worry, and stop chewing your fingernails. That's what you need to do. This is the anxiety card of the tarot. Trouble beneath the surface is things that you're not acknowledging in your daylight hours, your waking hours, your conscious hours are coming out through your dreams and into nightmares as well. They need to be released in some form or another. And if you're really smart, you take the time, think things through in the daytime, or talk to somebody. If you verbalize and talk to somebody, it's found its release. If you think about it and spend time mulling things over that way, these are swords. It's all about up here. That's a release as well. But if you keep shoving things down and pushing things off and saying, I don't want to deal with this right now, I don't want to think about, and these are things that are deeply upsetting to you. They have to find a release. They have to come out one way or another. All right. They will come out in your dreams and usually into nightmares. But what is eating you up at 3 a.m. in the morning? You know, is it pressure from work? You've got to ask yourself, what's keeping me up? Are these problems? It's relationship problem, love problem, job problems, money problems. These are the things that make us toss and turn at 3 a.m. and keep us up half the night. A lot of this is as well, stress is bringing on feelings of overthinking, stress-related illnesses as well could come out of this. The advice is, like I said, what keeps you up at 3 a.m., you know, sometimes looks smaller in the light of day. So you got to try to fight to keep perspective on your negative thoughts in the daylight hours that are getting in the way of your sleep at night. You've got to learn to get a rein on that. The card is telling you that. Panic attacks, guilt, insomnia, nightmares, stress, and mental overload is what that card is bringing up. That's on your Thursday. On your Friday, we have the Page of Swords. And this card's all about gossip. And normally I don't like him, but in this case, he's bringing gossip to you that you need to know about. I don't condone gossip on a personal level. It makes me highly uncomfortable. This guy here normally travels door to door. Everybody opens their door for him. He's very charming. He's very witty. He flashes his pearly whites. He's always in a good mood. People like being around him. But here's the problem. Every single body opens their lives to this kid. And when I say kid, he's between the ages of 15, 28, give or take a few years on either end of the scale. But people let him in, and he knows a little bit about everybody. And he can create a lot of problems if he wanted to. In this case, the last 4 times I had him, that's what he was doing. He was a little shit disturber, to be quite blunt about it. Really creating a lot of problems for people. In this case, by the time he gets to you, he's bringing you information that you would not otherwise hear about or find out if not for him. And this is going to work in your favor. It is what it is. That's all I can say about that. It will work in your favor. For some of you, outside of that, legal matters that pertain to work could come to the forefront. You could be getting complaints about work, from work, about your work. That could be going on as well. So the words are coming back to you. Gossip is coming back along those lines as well. Some of you as well on this day may need to sign some legal documents or legal matters will come to the forefront for you as well. The advice is to be clear in all your communications right now. Keep your integrity in check, always. Always, no matter. And be clear in your communications. That way you're going to avoid misunderstandings. When you go home at the end of the day, you can say, you know, this was a crazy day. This Friday was a crazy day. I'm glad it's Friday. I'm glad it's over. For those of you that work the 9 to 5, the banker hours, Monday to Friday, this would work for. And you go home and you'll say, I did everything the right way that I thought should be done. I didn't cut corners. I didn't lie to anybody. I didn't hide anything. I was up front and center. I think I kept my integrity. Therefore, I'm going to sleep just fine tonight. Thank you very much, regardless of what I've left behind me at the end of the day. So just make sure you're clear on everything, and then you can wash your hands of it. Keywords are complaints and backchat, backstabbing, bitchiness, cutting words, legal issues, and paperwork. And your Friday night should go fine after that. They really should. But this page is going to bring you information that's going to keep you one step ahead of what the fate has already set down and laid down for you. On your Saturday, 6 of Pentacles represents generosity, a gift, a token of friendship, a token of love, a token of support. Even money is going to be offered to you on this Saturday, coming right to you. And it is going to blow some of you away. You're going to be feeling like, wow, I didn't even see this coming. What a great thing. And it's going to paste a smile on your face. Your heart's going to smile. It's going to be a good day. You'll genuinely be feeling gratitude on this day. It'll be genuine. You'll be thanking the universe. You'll be thanking the life. You'll be thanking spirit. What did I do to deserve this? Isn't this great? This is just wonderful. Yeah, it's going to be one of those days you're going to be saying to yourself, isn't life great? Life is just great. This is just wonderful. It also may be a day for you to be giving as well, because giving in it is a reward within itself. And you don't do it for that reason, but if you do it pure heart, this will pay off down the road for you. But some of you may not see this reading until afterwards and say, geez, I did that on Saturday. I did help somebody. Wow, if that comes back, isn't that great? It's already been done, so yes, you could say that. Safely say it, and karma's still banking that for you. You could be ended up helping out a friend that's struggling on Saturday. You may need to be there. You may get the call. When they call for help, go help them. Others, there's one or two, you could be doing this for charity as well. You may be helping out with your favorite charity. The advice of the card on this Saturday: received any gift with thanks and with grace, and if giving to others, enjoy it. Your keywords are finances, gift, balance, compassion, humility, and protection as well. Your Sunday's the Queen of Swords. She's all about resilience. This queen is highly intelligent. She's strongly, highly driven. This woman walks into a room, she commands respect, even from those that don't know her and have never laid eyes on her before. There's just this aura that she emits. She stands her ground. She puts her own interests first. This is how you could recognize her, by these personality traits. And she puts her own interests first, but she does that so she can be a better benefit to everybody else that is around her in her life. This woman has incredible insight. She can see the truth in a flash. Sometimes, Leo, this is the you card. This can be you. All right. And the card is here to tell you this may be time for you to show strength of character. That means standing up and backing up and standing behind what you say, standing behind what you believe, standing behind your intentions is going to be very, very, very much in the forefront for you. The advice is to be prepared to make really strong decisions and then stand your ground on them, and don't weaken and don't back down and don't back off. You've got to stand behind. It's highly important on this Sunday, all right, that you have the courage of your convictions. No matter what comes out of here, you got to back it up with action. Talk is cheap. And you're going to find yourself, this isn't for everybody. This is just for somebody or a few of you. And you're going to have to back up what stance that you take to prove that you mean what you say, and you say what you mean, as the saying goes. Your keywords are going to be intelligence and independence, leadership, insight, and tolerance, determination, and justice as well. That, my dear Leo, was your reading. That was pretty clear, straightforward, and pretty cut and dry, I would say. I hope you enjoyed the reading, Leo. Cora Lee. It wasn't just for you, Cora. You know that. You know how I work. But you pop into mine just now. So, I know you're watching the video. I hope you got something from it. All of you got something from it. I hope it meant something to you. I hope it gave you a heads up. I hope it gave you some insight. I hope it brought anticipation of what is yet to come, because it is not written in the cards that these things are going to happen at 100%. It is not, what it does is it helps you anticipate what is coming. The cards will show you, here's what's coming at you and what you're going to have to deal with. What you do with it at the end of the day is your choice. You are the master of your own universe and your own life. Please remember that. For everybody else, my group in Bay of Fundy Fortunes on Facebook, I need not say a word. You know what I mean. You know where I'm coming from. Thank you, guys. Subscribers on YouTube, same to you guys. But you're all welcome to come in and join us at Bay of Fundy Fortunes on Facebook as well. We have a fantastic time in there. A little quiet this morning for Sunday. I haven't done much in there this morning. But anyway, it's a good time. Come on in and see us. For everybody else, thank you very much for viewing the videos. I appreciate your presence here. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't. A warm welcome to you. As well, you can find Bay of Fundy Fortunes on Facebook under Bay of Fundy Fortunes Facebook group. And you can find them on YouTube, on Blogspot, and Google, and Twitter as well. Doesn't matter to me where you watch the videos, as long as you're getting something from them and you're enjoying them, then all the power to you wherever you watch them from. For everybody else, if you're looking for me, you can find me either right here in Bay of Fundy Fortunes. You can find me down below walking along the beach, along the water's edge of the greatest, mightiest tides in the world, the beautiful, bountiful Bay of Fundy. I'm always there, and I'm always here, and it's wonder I don't have a stiff neck, because I'm always doing this. Reason being is I'm a high tide junkie, and I'm always waiting on the next high tide. Get the most you can out of this week, and I hope to see you all back here next week. Thank you very much. Have a good day, and goodbye.